for Canadian Liberals, or indeed any of us who cling to outdated ideas such as good governance and liberal democratic values. It was like watching a unicorn get flattened by a lorry. Earlier this week, Canada's undeniably gorgeous, halo-bound Liberal Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, proud feminist, defender of minority rights, advocate for transparency, inclusivity and decency, and prince of the one-armed push-up, was morally eviscerated over 4 hours of astonishing testimony by his own former Attorney General and Justice Minister, Jody Wilson-Raybould, a woman of great integrity and rare Indigenous Canadian cabinet minister. To recap, Wilson-Raybould was demoted to the position of Veterans Affairs Minister in a cabinet shuffle earlier this year. Shortly thereafter, reports emerged that she and her staff had been subjected to a sustained campaign by the Prime Minister's office over the handling of corruption charges against SNC-Lavalin, a Montreal-based engineering giant accused of bribing Libyan officials. It happens to be a large employer in Quebec, Trudeau's home state. The Prime Minister's office made sure to remind her of that, the job losses such charges might cause, and the fact that it was an election year. There was a string of increasingly irate calls, texts and emails. Still, Wilson-Raybould held her ground. The Prime Minister lost the battle. Then she was demoted. When the story broke, Trudeau denied any connection between the standoff and Raybould-Wilson's political punishment. He denied having done anything inappropriate or wrong. The press and public howled. His principal secretary, Gerald Butts, who has been his bestie since their halcyon days in the 90s at McGill University, tried to take one for the team by resigning last week. But it was already too late. Now, Canada's Tory opposition and many respected commentators are calling for Trudeau's resignation. It's a political bloodbath.